Machiavelli Mills TV. So I was watching Joe Budden podcast once again, right? And they were talking about Usher, the confession joint, right? Which confessions do you like most? Which one is better? Part one or part two? And when they said this, I'm sitting and thinking, all I remember is part two. What the hell is part one? What is part one? So of course part two is, these are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I can say, my chick on the side say she got one on her way. These are my confessions. Like, that's the confessions part two. And I remember that one clearly because it had a video to it. It had a video, he on his knees crying to the girl and she smack him and all that. It had a visual to it, so it's easy to remember that. But then I'm like, hold on, part one, and I'm playing it back in my mind. Everything that I've been doing is all bad. But I got a chick on the side with the crib and the ride. I've been telling you so many times, ain't nothing good, it's all bad. I'm like, nah, that part one better than part two, man. I don't care what nobody say. Now, y'all give me what y'all think. I think part one is better, for real. If I could turn back the hands of time and start all over, I would. Instead of everything being all bad, baby, everything would be all good. Like, come on, man. What? Usher was running that joint. Like, that part one, mad enough to punch me in my face. I've been living like an idiot, and I deserve every bit of it. I know, today, every day. Like, for real, he was killing that. I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry, but I can no longer walk around bringing this stress on my chest. Like, come on. I think that was better than the second part two. Now, my lady say part two is better. Part two was fire. I think because it was up tempo, and it sounded really, really good. It was fire too. Let me just say this too. Confessions is one of the greatest albums I've ever heard in my life. Again, I'm 26 years old, so I don't know about some stuff before when I was born. You know, I know about stuff in the 90s for sure. But 80s and all of that, I'm not really privy to it unless my mama or my pops or my uncles and auntie was playing it. But Confessions is one of the greatest albums I ever heard in my life. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri, because Jermaine had a huge hand in that album for sure. But I think part one is better, man. I think part one is better. It's just, man, when I first hear it, I'm like, oh no, because you have to think about what part one was. And when I was playing it back and singing it to myself, everything that I've been doing is all bad. I was like, yeah, that's that one. That's the hit. That's the hit. And they should have made a video for that one. I don't think they did. No, they didn't. Should have made a video for that one. But I think part one got it. It take the cake. Part two is dope. But again, I think because it got the video to it, I think everybody feels a deeper connection to that one. Because it was on a video and it had a video. And it was on a radio more than part one was. Because of how upbeat it was. How up tempo it was. And how it sounded really, really catchy. The second version. So that one got much more radio play. Especially here in Chicago. They played part two much more than part one. But yeah, and a lot of people I think forget about that one. They really forget about that one. But yeah, shout out to Usher, man. He was really telling Jermaine Dupri's story and what was going on in his life. But they sold it as if it was Usher, it was going on in Usher's life. And they marketed that album extremely well, man. Extremely well. And now that's one of the greatest albums I ever heard in my life. But I'm going to have to roll with part one. Which confessions y'all taking? Part two or part one? Drop it in the comment section below. Tell everybody to like and subscribe to this channel, Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.